30 bomb last time. I want to see him drop another one.
Me too, me too. Well, let's see. Can ViCi go up 2-1? They're going into Inferno. It's the best possible scenario. They've won TYLOO's map pick. Now they're onto their own, and they can give themselves a map advantage heading into Vertigo in this best-of-5 series against TYLOO.
Well, here we go. Pilskit
Hey, Mac.
into Banana. Let's see if we see that split happen.
It's the Ginger duo.
It is.
Here on Inferno. You love to see it.
Orange power
All right,
gets us through.
that's it. See what the orange tees will be doing this time. Slow walking up Inferno. Somebody's got his work cut out for him.
JamYoung is hunting for those kills quickly, but misses the mark.
Pluff the repeak instantly. No respect, somebody. Why would you? If I was somebody, I would have gone for a third. ViCi now. Getting ready to go for this execute. Handful of utility in Kaze and Advent's belts. Probably that coffin and CT smoke. 5 armors for TYLOO, but they're already down middle. It's actually front of sight. Flashes over the top. Molly to new box.
Ooh. And they're going to be trying to take full control of CT, but there's a lot of counter-terrorists coming in this direction. Danking good for one, but the trade should be coming shortly. It's going to be slowly making his way back in, but Attacker, are they going to expect him in this direction? The smoke is about to fade here on the front of sight, so Advent plants this one at Orange's. Attacker unable to stop it from happening, and he's going to whip there on JamYoung as well. It's going to be slowly to pick up the scraps too for him, as now it's all up to Kaze, 32 HP. He won the situation over on Mirage, but he's got to do it with just the Glocky boy. Goes for the triple burst, but it's not looking good, but he finds the first as slowly will get all 3 on the retake. And that is going to be a bit of BM spraying into the body, letting him know who is boss here as we head into map number 2. TYLOO with a successful retake on the CT side.
Yeah, they get that pistol. Very nicely done. That's going to get that CT economy rolling nice and early. As for ViCi Gaming, though, this is prime time for a force buy, Mac, if I've ever seen it. Drop 2 AKs over. Kaze, get no head armor with the AK. You're rolling around with 3 AKs, some extra util, some Deagle armorless players. That's a recipe for success, but ViCi Gaming, I don't know. Oh, they do go for Galil armor and Deagle with util.
Watch
so
this.
light util buy. Oh, okay, sorry. That's right. You believe that Galil is a viable weapon.
Yes. Watch it be a viable weapon. Ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? Watch it be viable. But before that, I just want to let you know that Slowly must have heard you saying that JamYoung is the best player in China, and he has something to say about that one.
Yeah, like Slowly's all right. He's only just, consistently putting in work with TYLOO time and time again. He's the rock of TYLOO, really. But he doesn't get me going like JamYoung gets me going, you know?
Yeah. Slapping you around.
Yep. Deep smoke in towards the bottom of Nana. Somebody's got full info over there, and Slowly's got another smoke. As he's starting to go for a bit of a rotate towards his A side of the map. ViCi, they're not really doing a whole lot of anything. They are chilling, Mac. They've never been more relaxed. They're kicking back, having a good old yarn. What are they talking about?
I don't know. How good's Banana looking? Very yellow this season.
Ah.
Great skin.
Nah.
You
No?
know? It's mid.
Oh, totally disagree, mate. I reckon bracket's where it's at.
Yeah. Let's head back this direction. Well, ViCi, they haven't done really anything to sell any fake, and they're going to be able to get dig for free, so it's danger territory now. Dan King's going to get caught out in the open. The Galil's doing work. Zoking, headshot, and he's looking to crack open this A site, wrapping around. The turtle has come through, and the smoke might just be enough. But now they need to pincer in. They can't just come from one direction. It's going to be Summer and Attacker both fighting the kills, and just like that, it's a 3-on-3, but Attacker overextends. And straight through the smoke, slowly tries to save the round. But it's a 2-on-1, and somebody has gone through the line already, but Kaze is planted safe from Diggity there, and JamYoung will save it. Galil's looking hot.
Yeah, have to say, that looked pretty nice for ViCi. Good patience, very good spacing, making their way up bracket there. Some good utility usage. Could have gone even cleaner for them if they follow up that flashbang, get that player on the cold box. But end of the day, even after winning that round, they still got to deal with the pistol armor. And sometimes that's even harder than cleaning up that first buy round.
Especially against TYLOO and especially on Inferno. This map, very dangerous to be running into these pistols. You really have to watch where you're maneuvering your actions.
Yep. That Molotov in towards the carpet side. Spam away with the Galil. Trying to clear out those close angles. Don't want any of that nonsense. Orman segmented off in towards Banana, away from the rest of his team, drops the smoke towards top Banana, doesn't want the CTs getting too much control and emphasis over there. As he joins up with the rest of ViCi, who are looking like they're ready to potentially hit this A-bomb site. They do have the player in cup. I'd like to see a jungle wrap, but it does look like they're going to dig in carp split, smoking off that jungle side now.
Well, certainly Orman's on entry duty, except he's gone back to Banana. There's going to be the first pick onto Dan King. That's a nice play to take out of the server. Attacker versus default, gets the 2-tap, not able to find Advent though, and it is going to be a 3-man trade, so quickly Orman will fall with the Mac 10 there, and it's all up to somebody. They know where he was, but in the 3v1, just with the CZ, he might be able to find a pick on a Jam Young. I doubt he'll take the round with him though.
ViCi's in some great form tonight, Mac. I really have to hand it to them. They've been looking clean as hell on Mirage. Early couple of rounds here on the T side of Inferno, which, look, they always do pretty well on, but I'm loving the way they're playing. Working together, not rushing things too much. They look very controlled.
Ooh.
They're not panicking.
It's somebody though. He has completely read where ViCi are going and getting to the short side of library here. Might just be able to get himself an upgrade. Jamyoung goes through. That's some huge damage now. Somebody wants some more. Expecting the boys around the corner.
He could have actually picked the AK up, to be honest, without rounding the corner there with the bomb, just blowing it a little bit out of that doorway. ViCi, though, secured themselves a third round, looking to close out this anti-eco very cleanly.
And they should be able to. I'm liking what I'm seeing from them. Very structured. And Orman has even more utility to play with this time. But again, on the Mac 10, may be able to have a field day. Bomb not going to be left behind there. Kaze bringing it forward. But that's what we were waiting for, as somebody just destroys Advent. He just ran across mid. 1 tap. Out of here. Oh, Pilly's broken.
Advent's probably just got to go take a break after that one.
I'd have to as well.
Go splash some water on your face, mate. Like, there's nothing else you can really do. Either way, I don't think that's going to bother ViCi too much. The main thing is I hope they've thrown that AK out of the map or something like that. They can't afford to let TYLOO go and recover that. Actually, Orman's copping a fair bit of damage here, and Zoking's running into the site by himself. This is getting a bit disjointed for ViCi. I'm getting a little worried for them.
They do spot somebody on the boost there as the push comes through. Zoking, fortunate to dodge a lot of damage there. Gets the AK out just in time. Man advantage for ViCi in the post plant. Should be able to wrangle it from here. Wow. But again, the pistol's looking dangerous.
They are. King's holding that deagle. Usually pretty fearsome with that weapon. Not really connecting very much. And ViCi, things are getting a little dicey for them there. That's when I get a little worried about ViCi, because I've seen a couple times, mostly against Invictus, but even in that round I saw an element of it where there seems to be a bit of panic in ViCi from time to time. Yeah. And I worry that that's going to get the best of them in this series. I've seen it get the best of them up against TYLOO before. It's easy to not fall into that state of panic when you're front running, when you've started off a game 10-0, when you're in the lead here on the T side of Inferno, a map that you're feeling pretty comfortable on. But when things get a little bit dicier later on in the series, can they keep their cool? That's what I want to see for ViCi, and that's what they'll need if they want to secure this grand final.
Got to see that one 3 times. 1 time's backwards.
1 time was enough.
You didn't want to look at it again?
I barely kept my dinner down. That was disgusting.
I loved it. I loved it. Love a good 1D to kick off the festivities. But TYLOO will be back onto the rifles now into round number 5, and this is where they try to put their foot down.
Oh, ViCi's the ones that's going to be putting their foot down straight up in towards jungle side to bait for attacker, but checked nicely by Zoking. Absolutely massive couple of entries for ViCi, just storming through jungle.
And they've just read that one onto Summer as well, who tries to sneak through the smoke. Another beautiful entry. Advent doing the honors. Somebody coming in quick from the Archers, though. And we'll see if ViCi get this bomb planted. This is a problem they had yesterday where they wouldn't commit to getting that bomb down. And Orman, TK, Zoking. Now we have an opportunity for TYLOO to get back into the round.
Well, Kaze sitting in towards Graveyard there. You've got Advent in the back of the site. I'd say this is a pretty good post plant here for ViCi. See if they can execute on that. Double retake through Moto.
Advent takes contact. It's going to be a peek from the pit now as Full focus there from somebody onto site was just the wrong focus. And Kaze finds 2 quick ones to cleanly end that round for ViCi. 3-round lead now.
Staring down another anti-half buy. We need some better terminology. That one's too much of a mouthful. This is Zoking. No, anti-half buy.
Right,
That's what it is. There's no such, like an anti-eco. Yeah, it's an eco. But come on, man. A couple of deagles on TYLOO. It's not really an eco.
It's an anti-deco.
It's an anti, please don't one-deeg me running across mid somebody. Packet's giving it a go this time. Look at them. They're all just, they'll walk into mid. Yeah? Stay back!
My
Got a deagle! Get out of here! Right. Slowly goes down. ViCi again, running away from the one part of the map they don't want anything to do with when they've heard a couple of deagle shots rattling off Allman, booning into the B-bomb site. And Kaze's going to get this bomb down. It's looking cruisy for ViCi at the moment. Honestly, what that reminds me of most is I have a very Australian grandmother who's from the country, and she has a farm out there. You ever seen a 75-year-old woman brandish a stick at a herd of cattle and they actually look scared? That's what that deagle is. An attacker, he's brandishing the stick quite well, but the rest of ViCi seemingly cleaning up what is left of TYLOO.
Yep.
And we will see another buy round coming in, this time with an AWP on Danking. That's a little bit of a different look. Might be what TYLOO needs to break this dry streak.
Yeah, Zoking certainly doing a bit of branding himself.
I'm sure there's plenty of people who are watching the stream. They're like, what is this guy
What is he
on
talking
about?
It's like, I've seen you played knifey spoony before.
Ah,
Eh? Eh?
get out of here.
Get out of here. Well, round number 7. TYLOO get another opportunity. This time Dan King with that AWP to play with. Can it have some impact? It surely needs to.
Double mollies in towards Banana. Doesn't trouble Allman too much, and he's just going to throw one back. Fnatic smoke at the top of Banana. It's a lot of utility invested from TYLOO. And Allman doesn't seem to give... Oh, maybe he should have.
Oh, and
That's
beautiful. Somebody with the quick old 3K, 1 through the smoke, 2 that he can see, and Dan King has that impact that we needed him to have. It's all up to Kaze in a 1v5, and I do not back him given the situation. You've even got Summer here at Freezer. I think he's actually gone to the cutout, and he just has Kaze's number. It's a matter of patience, and Dan King going to go down to 14, so Kaze really threading the needle there, but couldn't pick up a kill, and Summer take him down there from the old Romeo. But that's going to be 2 on the board for TYLOO as they wake up in round number 7.
That's disgusting from somebody. Look at this. He just throws his first 15 bullets away into the smoke, and then that's all he needs, man. Why not just use the A1S at that point? Doesn't even need the first 15.
Exactly.
Either way, though,
Man's
5 alive for TYLOO. That's going to be very nice for their money. ViCi completely reinvesting here.
Mechanical God. But Dan King.
That's the standoff in mid that we're going to be seeing quite a bit here. These two AWPers relatively familiar with each other at this point. Flash to retake Banana. Great timing for ViCi. They've caught somebody with his pants down, a little too aggressive up there near the top of the car. That's going to give ViCi a decisive advantage. Forget about advantage. That's the round. Summer's taken out as well.
Dan King still stands. And can he work the timing? No. Misses the blind one.
Great retake flash from T-Stairs. ViCi's found the perfect timing there just to be able to punish that that aggression from somebody. And not only that, pick up Summer as well. I think ViCi, I'm not sure they can afford to be throwing all of their guns trying to kill these last couple of TYLOO players. Definitely not worth it at this point. Their money's still a little on the shaky side.
Well, Ormond is not going to listen to a word you said, Pilly, as he is hunting away and just trying to make his way into pit. He doesn't have utility. There's no utility for ViCi to try to get into this position. They just really have to allow TYLOO to save these weapons.
He's just checking out his new digs. That's all he's doing. Attack timeout for TYLOO. Something they've been using a fair bit tonight. I'm not sure that there's really a whole lot to talk about. I think maybe they need a bit of a mix-up on B, potentially. That seems like a bit of a weak spot. But at the same time, on this T side, ViCi Gaming seems so snappy, so switched on. I'm loving how snappy the trades are. Like, every time you switch to a TYLOO player, dead, dead, dead. Just very, very good spacing, very good trades. That's the ViCi Gaming that's scary, and that's the ViCi Gaming that's giving TYLOO a hell of a lot of trouble on this T side.
And they haven't been panicking now that they do have a bit of a lead there. Maybe we just need to see... Oh, somebody's actually gone for the AWP now. So maybe this is the change-up that they need. Potential for a boost on the corner, but it's going to be 4 players going to Banana early. They are prioritizing this control.
Kaze's... Oh, I thought he was going to run up there and do his best ZywOo impression, but he actually posts on the bottom. Dear Lord, though, Jam Young opening things up towards A, and instantly they jump on it.
Yep.
They get that pick, they instantly jump on it, ViCi, straight in towards this A site. They've read it perfectly again. What do you even do as TYLOO?
That's it. ViCi, they just heard the plethora of utility being thrown towards Banana and expected at least the 3 men there, but they really lucked out with the pick. That was the only player on the A site, Dan King, peeking mid. He's single-handedly thrown that round.
Yeah, you can't be hyper aggressive. Like,
no,
you got to sit on the off angle. I'm not sure if he was on the off angle. He looks a little wide there on the radar. Like, maybe you are holding the off angle and Jam Young's just hit you with the counter strafe coming up that you know, left side mid towards the church. But
yeah, but even still, when you're solo,
he does
on the
look a little
side,
wide there.
I feel like you shouldn't be facing at all. You know, like, yeah, you can get a bit aggressive. TYLOO's known for that. Obviously, it's a bit of an ego peak, but you've, as I said, single-handedly lost the round for your team by losing the site, and you can't expect ViCi to know to accelerate, but they did. So TYLOO, that's it. They have another chance in the next, but that's 7 T-sided rounds rather already for ViCi. You cannot afford to make mistakes at a deficit like this.
Yeah. Look, there's an argument for and an argument for against.
Of course.
You don't want to play too safe, but at the same time, you definitely don't want to be wide swinging mid. At the end of the day, what happened, happened. Jam Young's on one tonight, man, and that might have just been one of those situations where 18-year-old ego peeks you with the AK-47. You thought you had an AWP. You thought, no, you can't just wide peek me with an AK-47. No.
What are you doing? What's he doing there? I don't know, man.
Yes, he can.
He can. He can do what he wants. He's having the game of his life right now, and again, another entry. Someone able to do a thing. Potential for a trade. Attacker gets his way to Carps, but goes for the re-peek. And that's going to work out, but Dan King falls to Advent, who gets in a nice position, sliding his way up Diggity. No rotation from the CTs just yet. There's another Advent playing out of his mind as well. We go back to the 2-on-2, full control of the A side as the bomb is escorted in.
He's going to get that smoke up on Moto's side. That's going to isolate this angle that somebody has. It's gone down. Now the bomb goes towards the site. He's going to plant it next to Cold Box. He's going to cop a bit of a molly, so it actually delays the plant. Now it's a plant for Large Pit. And they're going to smoke him off. A flash high could actually isolate a duel with Allman here.
Flash back in. Advent in a strong position, but has he done enough this round? 2 already. It's Allman to cover. And now slowly in this 1v2 has to crack a solid crossfire. But we do actually see Allman on the big rotation around to apartments. And Advent, he's played this perfectly. He's bought so much time. Allman just needs to peek on the tap. But that bomb, it is going to be planted for him over at the back of sight. And there's the read. There's the timing. Allman locks it down. And ViCi send it to an 8th round.
You could tell what Slowly was going for there. He wanted to just tap it and try to wide swing and catch him being a little over-aggressive towards Carpet. But Allman, he's not about that life. He just peeks him as he's getting to the bomb. You can't be tapping the bomb and peeking Carpets at the same time. He's played that one to perfection. Lovely stuff. But you have to say, hats off to Advent. Looking sharp coming up Dig there in a very dicey situation for ViCi. He drags him kicking and screaming through it, and then Allman locks it down. Beautiful stuff. ViCi's really here to play tonight. And TYLOO, it doesn't seem like they have an answer. Even when they do explode in the mid-round with a couple of kills, ViCi's dragging their way through it.
Ooh, late utility being used here, and TYLOO want to fight for banana control, but slowly goes down, and Zoking is on a rip. And he's tearing into the B side as well. Smoke for CT. Again, ViCi, they are hitting the accelerator, giving TYLOO no chance to rotate, no chance in the round. Two-man advantage. TYLOO's saving 30 seconds in. This one is, well, it's looking ripe as anything for the picking. ViCi should be finding 2 maps unless TYLOO sort out their shit, because they are playing horribly at the moment.
They're just so, I don't know if they're even playing horribly, to be honest. Like, they're not playing their best game ever. But ViCi on the AKs are just so incredible tonight.
Yeah.
The individuals are all firing on all cylinders. It's all 5 of them in every part of the map. Banana, jungle, dig. There's nowhere to hide for TYLOO right now.
Something's in the air, it seems, for ViCi. They can sense it. Now, look, they are on the full hunt now. They've got heaps of money in the bank, so they're not going to be too worried. Attacker, his position's known over into the pit, but it seems like ViCi not going to be able to find a thing. Kaze doesn't really want to be going to throw that AWP away. Dan King saves an AWP over himself. 2 rifles as well, 2 M4s there slowly. And somebody a lackluster hold on banana, but look, you can't expect Zoking just to be tapping your head off like that.
It's instant. It's just instant from Zoking.
He's here today. Bit of a slow start on the first map, let's be real. But Inferno, he is firing up.
And you're just looking at the TYLOO scorelines across the board, like, no one's playing that badly. It's just the trades are so snappy. Like, there's been maybe 2 rounds out of these 11 that I can distinctly remember where TYLOO has multi-fragged. And the rest of them, it's like, they're either getting 1 bead or they're 1-for-1ing, and then ViCi's just winning those rounds. And even in some of those multi-frag rounds, like Attacker had that round with Dan King where they locked down Dig, and then Advent, of all people.
Yeah.
Like a 3K in the mid-round, and Orman locks it down in that 1v2. Like, just beautiful.
Yeah.
ViCi's on another level right now.
Look, it's like Advent, head-to-head with Dan King. You never give it to him. Advent, head-to-head with Attacker. You never give it to him. But he wins both those one-on-ones. Very, very crucial situations. And again, what can TYLOO do? They've taken another tactical. What tactics will they pull out?
Well, seems like they're going to leave Dan King at this B side of the map. He's going to be the man with the world on his shoulders this time. There's the retake flashes once again. But Dan King, he's actually sticking around. He's found that initial kill and another one. Excellent work with the ult where everyone else has faulted to TYLOO. Dan King's delivering. And this 3-on-5 is one that TYLOO desperately needs to lock down and secure. They're running out of time here on this CT half. And you saw, look, over on Mirage, right, that 10-1 lead, TYLOO was actually bringing that back a little bit. Maybe this time they give themselves a little bit more room to work with. A couple more rounds towards the end of this CT half could be the difference.
Could happen again. But TYLOO, they've chosen to start on the CT side, so they have to have a reason, and they've just been caught off by ViCi time and time again. And Dan King, he wants to put a stop to it right here, right now. But in comes the util. Peeking a little bit early. Advent falls. It could just be a little bit of an overstep there, but somebody's gone into the front smoke. ViCi have no idea he's here. Flash comes through, finds Jamyoung with util out, and it's all up to Kaze, but in a 1v5, he's going to do his best job that he can, but that's bomb is down in a very weird position. Off the back of the shot, somebody again just regressing through the smoke. And TYLOO, they have secured themselves a third. Kaze realized it. He's getting rid of both the AWPs. He's not giving him anything. The full disrespect. He's going to try to farm with the Tech 9.
Look, they go and look for it. Attacker's like, hello? Oh, I think they heard it. Attacker is definitely well aware that those AWPs are long gone.
The big brain. Cut your losses, right?
Look, to be honest, TYLOO's got the loss bonus and the money to reinvest in the AWP at this point, but it's about sending a message, Mac.
Yeah. It's like, I know I've lost the round. Screw you. Bugger you. Get out of here. There goes the AWPs. And into round 13 we go.
Yeah,
ViCi with a 6-round lead.
Nice stuff from Dan King that last round. But ViCi, they don't care. They're just straight up banana once again. Straight into the Molotovs. 1-for-1. Somebody, usually a man who's very quick to re-peek, this time scuttles back into the bomb site.
You can see that the mentality's just not there right now. TYLOO.
Ah, there you go. Called him out for it.
And he'll just keep going forward.
And he's got a lot of information, actually. That's critical. You see the rotation come in for Dan King. He wouldn't have had that info otherwise. Now you're going to start to see the utility. You might even see the hard rotation in from somebody as they come up deep here. Summer under the porch, 1 for 1. Snappy trades as always, but Attacker makes good on that.
Jam Young, no. Jam Young is here, but Dan King is as well. Now it's going to be the man advantage for TYLOO. Dan King almost sliding that one onto Kaze through the smoke. Now both the TYLOO players just going to regroup and try to trade this one out, or will they?
I like this approach. Carp and dig. Kaze's in towards Graveyard. An awkward timing between him and somebody. He's spotted it out.
Does get to the safety of the broken wall. Molly and Nate both going to be utilized, but Dan King goes straight through. And he'll have plenty of HP to tank the Molly.
TYLOO, they're clawing it back right towards the end of the half here, Mac. And ViCi, they're playing very, very good, but if they can't capitalize early in the night, these first couple of maps, and actually get them over the board when the aim's real snappy, then look, if this series goes the distance, if we go all the way to Overpass, I don't know if we're going to be seeing ViCi Gaming snapping everyone's heads off 6, 7 maps deep into Counter-Strike.
I'd have to agree with you. But again, I did mention, as I was heavily roasting ViCi, saying they had no chance in this series, that it's Asian Counter-Strike, and anything could be happening at any point in time. So.
Particularly in this matchup, when you played this opponent over and over and over again.
Yep.
One team's motivation goes up, the other team's motivation goes down. One team's feeling it on the day. One team has a hard read on the same map pool time and time again. TYLOO. Summer. How has he gotten away with that? Dan King saved him.
Oh. And he's got another as well. Ridiculous. And Attacker is there again. Oh, the timing smoke fading. Oh. That's another freebie for Dan King. Somebody characteristically runs down Banana, but dies this time. And it's going to be Kaze trying to win another 1v5.
I think point proven for somebody, though. Definitely not getting away with this round, Kaze, but Dan King has definitely been the key here for TYLOO. It's undoubtedly him, Mac, at the moment. Going into Banana, locking down things in from porch side there as well. Very nice stuff from the man.
Yep, every round that TYLOO has managed to get on the board is pretty much ones where Dan King has started to excel. Exceed these expectations, or at least live up to them, because we really did give him a bit of a pep talk going into this series. But a 5-9 situation, which could be 6-9 heading into the half, is a great salvage because ViCi were looking very good, but the momentum seems to have swung. As TYLOO starting to lock down these bomb sites, starting to feel themselves. Can they fight their way back into the second half? That's something we'll have to find out. But one more round here in the first for now.
Yeah, T-side. It's an interesting question, Mac, for sure. I think sometimes ViCi, especially once they start to slow down individually, can have a bit of a rough run on the CT side. I think a really key 2 players on this map for ViCi on that CT side will be Allman as well as Zoking, because those are the 2 riflers on the B and that dig side, who usually have those big multi-frag rounds that locks things down.
Or Allman going to be forced to smoke the molly. Stuck there at Olaf.
ViCi just taking their time. Utility in towards Banana. Somebody's on that double AWP, but that might be a bit of a curse, actually, up against this pistol.
Finds the first, but not expecting the reaction from the second. However, gets away. There's no way. Advent just took a little too long to peek there. It's actually Orman, rather.
I just love the instant re-peek for somebody after he cops a couple of shots in the back. No respect whatsoever.
He's just like, who was that?
Peek me again. Do it. He throws the deep smoke. He wants them to peek in front of it. He wants them to go forward. Slowly, still got that counter flash ready in position. The rest of TYLOO set up under porch, but it will be this B execute. Smoke towards the front of the site, ready here for Jam Young. Kaze ready with the flash.
But the util, again, that flash, the counter util, Does it allow somebody to go ham again? No, he's going to be fully blinded. It hits a different mark than expected. And now we are going to see the wrap through CT. Zoking going to be falling to somebody who needs to fight for control of Kopmans. Misses the no-scope as Jamyoung comes in, but slowly still fighting here from Zeit. Jamyoung, can he be the savior? 2 for himself already, but with 24 seconds left in the round, it's looking grim. It's looking like it should be a 6-9 situation. And he's gone for the AWP of all things, down on 28 HP. Can he work the timing here?
Nah, he's got 10 seconds to recover the bomb. There's no way. I think TYLOO's clawed their way right back into that half map. A fantastic performance for them. But can they close out this map? I think we'll have to see straight after this short break.
On the side, you deserve it. No competition, girl, you're 5-star service. Think we can meet up after you finish working. You got that 5-star service. You got that 5-star service. You look so good, let me see you work it. Proposition on the side, you deserve it. No competition, girl, you're 5-star service. Meet up after you finish working. You got that 5-star service. You got that 5-star service.
I think about everything that I've done, challenges overcome, sacrifices I made in pursuit of being the one to take us out of the slums, ready to scrap for crumbs. A million laps on the track until I clasp my lungs, but I ain't done. Let's take it to the maximum. I spaz before, a champ in the class of bombs. Ain't never stop my rhythm. I'm like a massive drum. I set this beat on fire until the ashes come. I'm swinging until it finished, man, somebody better get him. Told him I was the realest, but nobody paid attention. Now you go up against him, get a ticket to the clinic. Been about my business, I wait past the limit. I'm treading, so I react and attack without feelings. Everybody else chilling, but I'ma continue drilling. Keep hitting and hitting until I break down the building. Be the man, you gotta beat the man. So for you, it's lights out. They say be the man, you gotta beat the man. So for you, it's lights out. I'm a warrior, you know my story, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time. I got one shot to win a
Welcome back to DreamHack Open Summer. It is the grand final, and ViCi are on their way to an upset. And if it is going to happen, it has to happen on the first 3 maps, because Overpass is looking dicey. I keep going back to that because I feel like we will eventually get there. But for now, ViCi on the CT side of Inferno. are looking pretty healthy to take map 2.
Look, it's one apiece in this series. No guarantees of anything just yet, especially with how close that half was. TYLOO definitely clawing things back towards the end. Maybe they get a T-side pistol, and all of a sudden it's a much closer game. Charging straight down middle, ViCi getting in their face, but you can't disrespect somebody. He has been doing that for ages.
It looks like somebody didn't actually communicate that one, and it was almost a lost cause there at Banana as well, but slowly continues to fight for now. Somebody's still in this one position. No one's gone over towards second. Dan King, he has that bomb, and he's going to be isolated in apartments, but ViCi actually have no idea of this until JamYoung may just work the timing. Spots the Barrow, gets the bink through the ground, and Dan King continues to fight on.
Yeah, 2 HP. That could have been the bomb lost in apartments if the bullet just doesn't go through a tiny little bit of staircase there. Horman playing retake on that B bomb site, joined up by Advent, who has a flashbang, has a kit. That'll enable ViCi to potentially play this round a little bit slower if it comes down to that retake situation. Horman starting to make his way towards Coffins. He could actually try and get one headshot or even pick Dan King on the cross here. Slowly starting to go across Coffins.
One bullet on the body's all that's needed, but slowly gets away with something he never should have. But still, that's going to be a man advantage. But for how long for TYLOO? Double dark setup. You love to see it. Dan King is on 2 HP and he's got slowly on 6. Oh, this could go all wrong for ViCi, and it's already started to somebody with another headshot. That P2K is deadly. And they know that JamYoung's here. Advent trying to make his way in from Coffin. He's going to be last alive as well. And he finds one onto slowly. But TYLOO, in a 4-on-4 situation, only suffer one casualty, being slowly, and 2 of them were 1 bullet away from the grave. That they have to thank their lucky stars that they got that round.
I'm loving that from somebody. The way he was playing in that 4-on-3, he was just hard disrespecting, just continually peeking CT side, CT spawn rather, going and peeking over towards those coils as well. I feel like ViCi, they've been in bully mode tonight, and someone who's been a little bit less himself the last couple of months on this iteration of TYLOO might be sort of kicked back into that old school style of just like, hey man, you're going to push me around a little bit. I am definitely keen to be getting into that kind of gameplay. Either way, TYLOO, they're taking their time, moving through the map slowly. Haha, no pun intended. ViCi's gone for a bit of a force here. They've got a fair bit of utility, and they're holding on to it. No reason to be dropping that until they're forced to. Only just now taking carpets is TYLOO with 1 minute and 10. Not much pressure in towards Banana.
Certainly can rotate this utility just to keep TYLOO out of sight if they don't try to bait it out sooner rather than later.
Bomb picked up, starting to make their way up towards brackets here.
A lot of sound made, but 2 of the ViCi players not going to budge an inch over at that B site. Back down towards mid. TYLOO seem to head, but it's the double pump, and now Kaze, the body tag onto attacker. It's going to be the push through the smoke, and there is a boost here, but Zoking, he's looking up at nothing, and they are fully aware of this situation, but there's no spray that comes through, and JamYoung, he goes forward, just hoping that someone pushes a smoke into his crosshairs. Zoking is going to go down, but attacker can't quite find the second man. Kaze able to keep JamYoung alive to find another onto Dan King, and this is now favoring ViCi. The trades are here, but the bomb with 11 seconds needs to go down. Summer almost drops it. Somebody able to stop the push out of Library.
Oh, this is such a messy round, but TYLOO, they just scraped the bomb over the line. They get it down. Kaze going down in towards Archside. Advent trying to complete this retake from Dig.
Oh, a couple of bullets is all it'll take, but his crosshair's so shaky, finds that headshot inaccuracy in his favor. And there's no kit here, but that bomb needs to be tapped shortly. Looks like he's going to go for an AK instead. And it's all the way at the back of sight. It's a 10-second defuse. He goes for the full commitment. Somebody just waiting for the moment. It's been a couple of seconds, and now he just peeks in the nick of time. And he is very fortunate that Advent didn't purchase up a kit there, or it could have gone completely AWOL.
You definitely can't afford it, unfortunately. A lot of the time, you just prioritize that utility, prioritize the nades. Kit usually a bit of an afterthought. And I think at the end of the day, that's pretty good damage for ViCi Gaming. Going to be taking a save here, maybe with these P2Ks and USPs. They can try to get 1 or 2 kills here. try and chip away at that T-side money. And I think TYLOO's well and truly here to play in this series now, Mac. Look, ViCi, fair go to them. Sick game of Mirage. Very nice start to Inferno. But this is where the grand final really gets everything out on the line, you know. When things get a little bit more back and forth, when ViCi Gaming's tested a little bit more. That's where I want to see what they've got, truly. It's one thing to front run and convert. It's another thing to have to try to show some resilience, have to try to come back for some difficult rounds.
Well, they'll get their chance in the next to put a foot down and try and stop TYLOO from taking the lead. But this round, they've gone for the 50-50 approach, and they've chosen the wrong 50, unfortunately. They are stacking on that B site. But TYLOO waltz into A completely for free. And then, look, they are going to hunt for whatever reason.
Yeah, they might lose a couple of guns here towards the end. I mean, Mac 10's going to go down. Any AKs that they drop here is really going to be a bit of an overcommitment from TYLOO.
This is where they're sending a message.
This is stat padding at its finest, mate. Straight after those HLTV points. I mean, TYLOO's roster all within 0.0 something of each other. So it clearly is a competition that they're eager to be winning. But they're losing way too much here. You know, even one AK is a little too much, considering they didn't really need to hunt. JamYoung still being cheeky over there towards Emo corner. Either way, though, TYLOO, they've evened up the score count now. First gun round for ViCi will contain that AWP. Pretty good utility as well.
This is where the half really begins.
It's actually AWP on AWP first gun round, which is not something you often see. Danking full invest into that AWP, which is actually quite expensive on the T-side economy. Got to make some impact with it. It's going to be an AWP duel over here towards B.
Oh, and DreamHack slots that one through. Kaze's down to second, and he's just running in. Not the third, though. Advent puts the stop to the rampage, but slowly's here to trade it. And there is some util utilised. But TYLOO going to be kept out of sight for now.
He's done his best Zywoo impression there, just running straight up Banana, getting in his opponent's face. He gets the multi-frag as well. Counter flash in there. Beautiful stuff from JamYoung. Sets up Advent to actually shut them out of the side a little bit, but this is where the flank comes in. The Lurker in summer comes out of carpets, catches that rotation. Zoking, he's stomping around in Diggity, making all the noise in the world, and TYLOO just call the audible back to the A-bomb site.
Beautiful decision-making, and ViCi are now just on the save. Maybe able to get that upgrade, get the AWP retrieved for themselves into the next, and an AK as well to boot. But other than that, I guess they've got a bit of damage onto TYLOO. But DreamHack, he just forced out so many rotations. Summer on the lurk with absolutely no worries in the world. He had the trigger discipline, really tried not to shoot. I think it was Zoking trying to make his way back to site there, stuck over at Diggity.
Oh,
Just a
double AWPs retained for ViCi, though.
Yeah.
You can buy up some pistol armor around this. It's not too bad of a shout, you know. Actually, they can drop 2 rifles.
Yeah, they've
So
got the
could definitely see like MP9, 2 M4s, and 2 AWPs.
round loss bonus to work with.
That's a big call from DreamHack. You buy AWP first gun round.
Banana.
You buy AWP first gun round and run up Banana. That's confidence.
The nuts on the man, mate.
That is literally the alpha play.
That is. That really is. There's no other way to put it.
I buy the big gun and I go kill.
Well, people just don't buy AWPs T-side Inferno. When
they do, but like
niche.
you don't buy it. You usually do not buy it that early into the half because you lose that round. You can cook your money, like real hard. He's gonna buy another one either way. Over there towards the logs. These double AWPs, it actually is the FAMAS. Quite a good buy here for ViCi. Thought they were going to be conservative with their economy. There's the wall bang in from Orman. Not someone you actually see on that secondary AWP too much. Usually don't see a secondary AWPer on ViCi. I've kind of been having a look at JamYoung, taking it every now and again. He's all right with it. Either way, though, TYLOO, they've got this banana control. Actually, a pop flash in towards the B site straight away.
And Advent, he was spotted up on oranges, so attackers able to pre-aim just a couple of jiggles, and Advent falls, so it's up to Orman to try and buy some extra time. And it's the timing shot that Comes through slowly. Believed in that flashbang to put him on the line, but it missed the mark. And TYLOO, it's going to be 4v4 for the retake.
This util is everything for ViCi right now. They have so much of it. They need to be able to leverage that to a round win. Smoke off Banana, get some mollies in towards new box and flashes over the top and set yourself up some favorable aim doors.
Orman's just trying to edge his way back in, just full control of Garden, but the time is ticking down, and ViCi may just be taking a little bit too long. There it is, DanKing slots one as the smoke fades. Somebody away again with the disrespect, the re-smoke as well. ViCi, they're trying to save, but somebody wants to say no to that one. Damn Young gone. And it's both the AWPs that do manage to scurry away, but again, it's just a round loss bonus that ViCi have to play with. Do we see another purchase?
Oh,
I
yeah.
dare say we do.
Absolutely. ViCi up 9-2. That's a long way away now. 9 in a row for TYLOO. Very strong on this T side now, and ViCi, you can't keep saving forever. At some point, you got to start putting up a bit of resistance. Actually, it's going to be the save around the AWPs this time for ViCi Gaming.
All right.
They're going to be a little bit more passive with that economy. Let's be real. You do give yourself an outside shot at winning the round with I mean, double AWPs to start with, but even just pistol armor, some MP9 and armor. Straight through the molly, DanKing. You're insane, mate.
How? I feel bad for MC, because how do you even read this man? You don't know what he's going to do. Again, straight through. Kaze now going to be stuck on site, and one bullet from his death manages to face onto somebody, gets to the mid box. It's going to be smokes everywhere to stop his vision, but he's going to manage to find another on a DanKing. No way, Kaze saves this round, but it looks like he's going to give it his best stand effort. Almost the collateral there, but Summer stops him. And now TYLOO still can lock it down, but do they expect Advent already rotating into sight? The MP9's not going to be enough, and it's Attacker to save it. Two quick ones at the end, but my heart cannot take any more of this, Pilski.
These rounds, man. Some of these rounds, totally agree with you. Absolutely playing with my heartstrings.
I
I'll
thought
tell you what,
Kaze was
though.
going to hit that collateral, which would have been insane.
Yeah, he was definitely setting up for it. Somebody, however, this is vintage. Some of these players that he's making, haven't seen this in a while.
Been a hot minute.
Alrighty, well. Single AWP this time for ViCi, but good utility across the board. And they're using it quite sparingly, at least for the time being. Advent, smoke right in front of the logs, and a Molotov towards the half wall. A bit of a different look. ViCi trying to play stall on Banana. They're not trying to control it. Nice nade behind it as well. They're getting some good chip damage in, but now just falling back to the site. Playing passive over towards Banana. Zoking's over there floating in that Speedway CT spawn area. Really relying on Jam Young and Kaze to hold down that A-bomb site. And if you're going to put faith in anyone, I would put it in those two.
Great counter utility.
That is a ton of information. You're seeing the rotation straight off that from Zoking as soon as you hear that many AKs.
Oh, the lineup was there, but Attacker blinded. Lines it up on a Summer. Advent able to survive for now, but here at Second Orange needs to rely on some counter utility. It does come through, but it's a little bit late. Zoking able to trade at least through the smoke, so on the 3v3 there's a chance for the retake, but Attacker, he's on the offensive again and finds some more on a Zoking.
That's some great crosshair placement. DanKing now posted on the angle. Actually, Attacker smokes him off, but he's just going to go around towards main side. Jam Young's got a nade out. And Kaze saving his AWP for the third or fourth time in a row, it feels like.
It's relentless, disrespectful gameplay coming out from TYLOO. And Kaze wants to try to teach them some manners, but it's going to be Summer to stop him.
Dude, I think if you can save your AWP against TYLOO, you can probably save your AWP against anyone.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like one of those old arcade games where you hold like the real like physical gun and you're trying to shoot things running across your screen. That's TYLOO hunting you when you're saving an AWP. Just multiple people wide swinging you one at a time. And how many shots can you hit in a row before you finally go down?
It's like, it really is a skill tester. Well, let's have a look, see where TYLOO head this round. And the ViCi are going to be able to put a stop to their tyranny just with the pistols again.
I think ViCi's just fallen too far behind, Mac. This has just been dominance from TYLOO. They've finally started to hit their stride. A little bit slow to start today. Obviously a little bit colder than their opponent after ViCi got that semi-final under their belt.
And this is what we did expect TYLOO to bring to the table on Mirage. But they've brought it after losing 9. Trying not to let ViCi have anything else in this map. Not giving them an inch in the second half. And oh, the double dink. Okay,
that's 3 bullets. He's popped around the corner with the CZ, just triple tapped him. Definitely softened some of those players up. And TYLOO, they're just like, nah, we got nothing to do with Kaze and that CZ. They start heading back towards the B side of the map. Advent's still holding on to his smoke here, Mac. He's the only person over there. Zoking now starting to get a wriggle on over there as well. Advent drops the smoke, starts playing close to it. TYLOO, they're really running the clock down. Allman's over here with another smoke and a nade. This could be disastrous for TYLOO, but ViCi need to connect their shots.
Well, let's see if they wait for the smoke to fade, because if they don't, Advent won't be spotted. Here you go, characteristically, TYLOO straight through that smoke. Zoking puts a stop to it for now, but they're still not expecting Advent. He hits the trigger eventually, but with 17 seconds, he needs to survive here. He needs to buy time for these rotations, and the lineup's right in front of him. There it is, Advent, the savior of the round. Upgrade to the AK at the end to boot, and ViCi, finally, they find themselves around in the second half.
That is why when you have the high loss bonus on Inferno's CT side, you just get that Kevlar, you get a smoke, maybe some HEs, some upgraded pistols, you try to do a little chip damage with the HEs, and you just play greedy with those smokes on B. Because, you know, not very often, especially these days, that it's become more and more popular, but sometimes you send them back towards that B site, you get that last smoke down, and that's the round.
Well, that's it, TYLOO. They were forced to go through it, and again, just through the double molly attacker. Well, props for the full commit, but that was not the answer.
Very brave.
A very bold move.
It will be remembered. Maybe not for the right reasons. And TYLOO, they're done with that B site. 2 rounds in a row, they're a little bit traumatized. Busting onto this A site seems to be working for them, Max. Summer's got 2 entries.
But JamYoung's still here, but not for long. Summer is on one right now. And he wants some vengeance for the previous. ViCi now just have to hedge their bets. They have to save. And have the best buy they possibly can into the next, which they might just have. They've got the max round loss bonus again off the back of this one. 2 rifles carried over. JamYoung able to buy himself as well, so at least they'll have a fighting chance.
That was TYLOO in a nutshell, man. You just have one of those rounds where they try to do the high percentage play that last round, and then they get triple dinked and like, oh no, let's go back to B, and they throw that round at the bin. And then this round, attacker dies to his own Molotov, and in the same round, Summer runs onto the A-bomb site and kills 3 people by himself, literally helicopter, spinning around, one being everybody. That is TYLOO in a nutshell.
Yep. It's a great... Oh, here we go, the full replay.
It's a great contrast, man. Like that, and then can we get the... Do we have the Summer replay? Nah, unfortunate.
Nah,
but still,
MC just did
those 2 things side by side, that's what I would love to see. And that's why I feel like MC, I feel bad for him trying to observe this, man, because you could see he's swapping around between all the CTs. Who's going to get that pick on that player? They're 4v5. Surely this is a CT shutdown. Nope. Not a chance.
No.
Summer just rolls him.
Summer just says, no. No way. Not here. Not now.
They even named a tournament after him.
That's right. So TYLOO can't lose. Or they're not living up to the name of the tourney.
That will be. This will be the time to do it.
Open Summer.
I mean, you really just open that site. Open Summer. Open Sesame, more like. Either way. Gee, 3 players over to that side at the start. Zoking just drops his molly and they get to wriggle on back towards that A side of the map. TYLOO taking things reasonably slowly. Not rushing anything. Attacker drops his smoke. Doesn't want to get mollied out of position towards the logs. Decent dodge on the nade. Doesn't cop whole 50 damage. He's done pretty well there. They're really trying to isolate him, spam away, drop nades at his feet. He still stayed alive. He does get chipped away enough for Allman to finish him off with the FAMAS. Otherwise, I'd probably be backing him to win that aim duel. Ooh, the re-aggression from Advent. That's excellent.
Bit of confidence, and Zoking goes in 2. So It's going to be control of Banana and a two-man advantage. But it's these rounds where somebody's on the opposite side of that smoke where you really can't ride off TYLOO just yet. He might just have the timing, and ViCi are not ready for him to run in. Oh, he could have found Orman with util out. But it comes down to a matter of seconds, and that smoke misses the mark as well. Flash goes through, but somebody does not. Him and Summer now just going to be waiting for this smoke to fade.
Somebody's just like, go, man, go. They do the boost.
Tried to clear out sandbag. How? How, who? Where?
That's a bit of a silly round.
Bit of a silly round.
Actually, Summer and Attacker are double eco. Where's this come from? They're going to take attack timeout. You probably buy here, right? Like the double eco anyway, you can get a couple of AKs.
Well, DanKing's already gone for the Tech 9 utility.
No armor.
No armor yet. So
Team player.
he's made a call.
Nice guy.
Guys, let's take tac pose. Okay, I'll buy what I think we are going to do.
Oh, they just give him an AK after buying that util.
Okay. All right.
That's the play. I'm gonna do that next time. I've already got full utility. I can't buy an AK anymore. Do you reckon you could spot me, mate?
He could have bought a Galil because he had 2,300. Bought the Tech 9 instead. Said, oh, hit the wrong keybind.
Is he even gonna imagine he runs out of spawn here without buying armor?
Oh, no. 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 DanKing. No.
He's running into Banana. There's so many HE grenades.
Oh, has he noticed? No. No. Dan, brother.
Okay, next bold prediction. This round comes down to a 1v1 and DanKing gets aim punched. Yes or no, Mac? They're going to go for a carpets bust. He's actually one of the players towards the backside.
He's just saving for an AWP.
Oh, they're sending... I like this play, though, from TYLOO. Smoke onto motor side, chimney flash in, Jamyoung's full white.
And here comes Attacker, looking to utilize the Tech 9 all the way through side already, but somebody goes down. There is a second for Kaze. Here comes that Tech 9, ripping open the site. Attacker doing God's work. Gets his mitts on an AWP, but now it's all up to Summer to try and win the one-on-one, but Jamyoung saves this round. And where did DanKing go? Probably deleted, didn't have armor. Anyway.
Yeah, but he's got 3.7 now. He was saving for AWP.
Yeah, he was saving for AWP. I told you. That's what I said. Right. Calculated. There you go. ViCi back into the half. Just 2 away from evening this one up. 4 from finding themselves a second map. But Attacker really tried to stop it. And that was a costly round, all things considered. ViCi, not too many alive at the end. And the economy takes a hit.
It does. Just when you ride off ViCi, they're back into it. They're starting to vibe a little bit. His last couple of rounds going by the wayside for TYLOO. Kaze's lining them up.
Great picks to kick things off. And ViCi, they are showing some confidence on the anti-eco.
Look, it's great. They need every dollar that they can get towards the tail end of this half. So if they can get through this round without losing a player, that would be fantastic. Okay, get out of there, Kaze. Never mind. He's cool. He's cool.
Kaze just picking them apart at the moment. They should realize of the push into CT. ZoKing continuing to fight, and
Nice.
Jamyoung making sure it is the perfect anti-eco coming out from ViCi. And Kaze has really had a decent map, even though ViCi's half here in the second has been a little bit slow. He's been starting to connect some nice ones with that AWP.
And he buys armor.
And TYLOO have used 8 tacticals in 2 maps. That is something I don't think I've ever seen them do.
They usually don't have to.
Let's see if DanKing, with this extra time, remembers to buy the armor, because that's something that really let them down before on the Force.
Yeah.
He could go for glass cannon.
Potentially. We didn't really see the kill. I actually think that ZoKing shot him through smoke.
Right.
But maybe it ended up being good.
Yeah, could have been, what, 3 bullets from the M4 instead of...
That's results-oriented thinking.
Mm.
That doesn't mean it's correct.
Oh.
Hey, man.
Still doesn't have armor.
Please. B5-2.
What do we got?
B5-1 and AWP, that's fine with me.
Or Pathfinder. He's got it this time.
Yeah. And he's going to run up Nana. He's got the spawn for it. Last time he won that AWP duel versus Kaze. Kaze's the one setting up with utility this time around. He's in a molly.
Oh, he's tanking that one. And another,
Oh,
but
very
great
nice.
utility coming in from his teammate. Oh.
Imagine he ran out of that other molly into the T-stairs one. He would have been dead for sure, but that smoke being invested by his teammate. The thing is, that sucked up so much util here for TYLOO, and they really don't have any Nana control. Now Kaze being left with a belt full of utility, playing retake with that AWP while there's 4 players on this A site here for ViCi Gaming. TYLOO starting to move towards bracket, but there is so many players. This is a great read from ViCi.
Kaze just so confident on his own there at Banana. But unfortunately at Advent, he's left the stack. ViCi in this position with full dig control might make this one hard for TYLOO. Let's see how they deal here.
Smoke on wrap from somebody. It's a hard rotate towards wrap side. They're just going to fight jungle side together. Boost up over the smoke. Jamyoung's going to see if he can play from graveyard.
Oh.
That's fantastic. What a read from ViCi, the 2-man tower. And TYLOO, they're reeling from that. They don't even know what to do from here. It looks like they're just going to save.
They are looking very lost, and Orman tries to put a stop to it. 20 seconds. And that'll be that. TYLOO have given another round.
And that's the kind of thing that you see when the same 2 teams play Inferno for the 10th time in a row.
It's finally just some good adaptation, some great initiative to go for that boost over the wrap smoke, because they know eventually TYLOO is probably going to be going through it. And if they're not going through it, they're going through archers. So
they're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, Orman didn't let them.
If anything, at the moment, looking at their money, they might be going down 2-1 in this series. ViCi, after TYLOO went for a sick amount of rounds in a row, a fantastic streak. It seems like TYLOO's running out of steam.
Well, 2 more rounds in regulation. Still anyone's game, but TYLOO, a lackluster bite, slowly.
They're going to have to do something special, Mac. Like, ViCi just has an infinitely better buy for these last 2 rounds. It doesn't even matter what the context is. Doesn't matter if TYLOO wins and has, you know, all their players surviving. Unless they pick up both AKs from the CT side, they're just not going to have as good of a buy in ViCi Gaming. And TYLOO, again, they're just being very patient, but the utility is just so bad for TYLOO right now. Like, what are they going to do with this? They have 1 smoke, Mac. They've got no banana control.
They got a couple of flashes, a couple of bangers.
I think they just pigeon... that's their 1 smoke on jungle side.
And it's going to be used as a fake.
And 1 flash on dig, and Summer's just going to go and try and fight in towards dig side.
And that was the whole fake. And that hasn't drawn any rotations off of the B site. There's still plenty of utility.
It's kept those players on the A side of the map, which is okay. But Kaze now, there's 1 flash. He's over towards Coil. That flash has got to blind him completely. You've got the counter flash from Advent. You've got a molly for Kaze.
All the pieces may just go back together. Smoke line up is there, but it looks like TYLOO, they've already advanced through. Attacker not going to be allowed in the CT. Great defense coming out. Kaze and Advent doing God's work. Advent, another, and again, triple. And somebody realizes the situation's 20 seconds on the clock. So he's decided to save. But what a round again from Kaze. Inferno, it's his map.
Same thing as the last DreamHack map. The main man stepping between TYLOO and getting map victories on the board. Last DreamHack was actually Kaze. Both of the 2 maps that ViCi were able to pick up, the man was performing. But that was pretty fantastic. At the same time, though, TYLOO, like, what do you do, man? You got no utility. You got 1 flashbang. 1 flashbang ain't enough to deal with Kaze.
1 cheeky banger.
That's it. They even hit the right... Like, I don't think they could have possibly got better timing either. He literally got off the line to chuck a smoke.
Yep.
And again, that was another round where Attacker W'd through a Molotov.
He loves it.
He loves that.
Likes to keep it heated in the server.
Okay, 4 grenades between the entirety of the TYLOO team this round. And the molly's already gone towards Top Banana. So they're going to try and Carpet's bust. Summer's going to throw Moto Smoke. They're going to double Chimney Flash, and they're going to send it.
Let's see if they can truly be the mailman.
Oh, he's not
and
even a smoke.
deliver this round. Somebody crosses the line, dry Zoking. The double arch setup already has paid some dividends, but look, Jamyoung, he's just able to fight here from Nifty, just buying so much time. Attacker and Dan King able to crack open the site. Dan King now doesn't need the AWP to have some impact, and it's looking like we could be going to overtime, but Orman and Advent, what can they do here? Looks like Advent's going to be going through the smoke. Progression util as well to maybe get him into Moto. The reroute, they're just going to wait this one out. Two men set up on site. The Molly is forcing them into the open, and Attacker is getting it done. Orman finds the double! No way, 1v1 with Summer, but Summer is going to send us into overtime. I thought for a second there was a chance.
That was not bad from TYLOO. A little better than that last round. I like just keeping it simple. You know, moving up in towards carpet side.
Yeah.
Just one flash over the top. Send him in. And look, end of the day, he hit some shots. Dan King hit some shots. Attacker hit some shots. And they got that site. If they don't hit some shots, then a slower approach wouldn't have done them any favors, as they learned in that last round anyway. So TYLOO, they've at least got themselves to 15-15. And I'd say when they had economy control earlier on in the half, when Dan King was getting that AWP and they had the full utility, they looked very scary. So let's see if they can recreate some of that form. Maybe them slowing down was just a fact of just having limited access to good money. Having a couple of spicy calls, I would say, against the pistols. Running the clock down a little bit too much. TYLOO, again, keeping things simple. Straight up bracket. Zoking
Gets away with his life as Jamyoung saves him, but he's not going to be alive for too much longer. Many flashes making light work of TYLOO, of ViCi rather.
I feel like Zoking was blind that entire round, man. Even just there towards the end, he's still spamming away. Oh!
Where was this change up? Where was this fast pace from TYLOO in regulation? They really dropped the ball towards the end of it.
Well, sometimes it takes a little while to work out. That's what you got to go for. Bit of trial and error. I don't know.
ViCi completely caught with their pants down. Doesn't help that Jamyoung wasn't able to multi-frag from pit there. But in the 2v4, we are going to see ViCi at least try to get some damage done. Kaze happy just to keep the AWP alive, even though it is 16k OT. Making sure they have the best chance possible. And, oh, Dan King given almost an opportunity there. Kaze just playing with his food there. Being a bit cheeky, jumping around in church. But there it is. The lead, again, found by TYLOO, 16-15.
I think just that's what TYLOO needed to do. Just keep things simple.
Kiss, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Yep.
I wouldn't call TYLOO stupid, though.
No.
They're pretty good. But sometimes the smartest thing to do is just to get in there and get the trades, man. And they're doing it again. Forcing things straight up banana. They've copped a lot of HE damage. It's a 1-for-1. Advent alone on the site, though. He's trying to buy time, trying to drop that defensive util.
Oh, but he has to keep his gun out and unfortunately can't get too much work done. Zoking with a nade and then some through the smoke. Molly as well to deny the bomb from going down. This is looking good, but somebody is trying to equalize with an aggressive maneuver through church there, and it's not worked out.
Somebody legit drops the bomb on the site, goes into ruins, and he's like, I'm going to take this round into my own hands, and then he just gets dunked. Awkward spray there on Zoking. Now this 3-on-2 retake. Good util here. Dan King trying to set up his teammate with some flashes in towards CT.
Oh, and the lineup was there, but Summer misses that opportunity. Big damage onto Zoking. One bullet should finish him off. It's going to be all Summer, and he gets collapsed on. Jamyoung finds the final kill. And that is going to be another round for ViCi. That Molotov did not quite buy enough time there.
Look, TYLOO had their opportunities there, but ViCi, pretty good reactions for the most part, particularly the utility usage, the HEs, the mollies, the smokes, counter flashes as well, just slowing TYLOO down, putting them in an awkward situation. I think somebody, if he took a little better advantage of that timing that he had through ruins there, I think he made the right play in that 3-on-3, just dropping the bomb and trying to wrap around through ruins. At the same time, though, maybe he plants that and things go a little differently, but I don't know. I feel like ViCi was looking pretty good on that retake. Either way, it's one apiece. in OT number 1. Let's see, he's going to take that lead into the half. The flashbang was good, but the shot, fortunately, for one of the first times, doesn't connect there for Kaze. Neither one of these teams has any control of Banana. King pushing straight through there. Where's the flash? It's a double dig setup. 4 towards this A side of the map.
Oh, he's going on the offensive. No way. Flash now. It's actually a nade coming out. King still just waiting for this util, trying to play anti. Kaze.
Nice.
A shot 2 for free. Untraded. DanKing comes in to say a few words of his own, though. Bomb needs to be retrieved, and it's all up to DanKing now to try and retrieve it, as Attacker is simultaneously pushing that B site.
Dude, Attacker's on a mission. He's got places to be right now. Smoked off in Boiler. What do you even do as DanKing? 48 seconds. Attacker's still like, hey, man, as long as I kill Advent, we win the round, right?
Yeah, sure.
Look, hey, man, I'll take Advent. You take the other 3, and we're good.
Sounds even.
Wouldn't put it past DanKing to do it, though. Attacker just runs in there, shoots his next 9.
Guys, I'm on an eco. Run at me, please. I'm going to be grabbing at straws at the moment as DanKing slots a nice shot. Molly might just be enough time, but there's Kaze on the other side of the smoke. DanKing, however, is going to have his knife out, so he's not able to fight. And there we are. ViCi go into second half of OT. 1 round in the lead. That means if they get 2 of these T rounds, they are going to win the map. TYLOO can still win, but they need all 3 here on the CT side. And their CT side was very lackluster.
Or ViCi gets 1, TYLOO gets 2, and we go again.
Oh, we go again.
I'd like to go again.
This has been at least the most interesting Inferno match I've seen in a while. Usually I'm like, Inferno, it's just going to be stock standard. Same takes on site, you know, people that get the kills win, better counter utility wins. But this, it's all over the place.
Yeah, this isn't traditional Inferno, that's for sure. A lot of gunfights, a lot of aggression, a lot of pent-up angst being taken out.
A lot of
on people on the internet. Just the way that God intended it to be.
Calls out of nowhere. Boys, we're rushing up mid. We're hitting that A site. If we're not planting in 20 seconds, we haven't done our job. Didn't see a lot of that in regulation, though. More just in OT.
Hey.
Ooh, hello.
DanKing. Looking schmick. He's got his goggles on today.
Contemplating, would we be in OT if I didn't forget my armor?
I forgot about that. He's a cheeky boy trying to save an extra $1,000.
I'm not going to say anything to any of the boys. Just like, yeah, I got armor. Just want that AWP next round. It's all right. And look, he got the AWP.
What if he just doesn't buy? No.
Don't even joke about it.
All right, he's good. He's a cheeky boy.
Cheeky, smiley, happy bloke.
Yeah. Okay. See what you got for us, DanKing. Could see this AWP standoff in mid. Actually, he's just going to play passive. Yeah. Switch off. Have a look at someone else. HE bombardment onto somebody.
Whoa. Big damage. He has a chance to fight. Now, it looks like we are going to see ViCi just waiting for some counter util, but the Molotov denying the exit, and Orm and Advent both almost.
The double nades, they just get airstriked, man.
What do you do?
You go A, I think.
Well, there's no util left on the B site. They've just used the second wave.
Man, that would not have gone well for them, actually. It would have been a very sad time if they hung around. They're going to go for this chimney bust, actually, an attacker. Sitting on the site here, DanKing. Getting a wriggle on over there towards Dig. When's it coming? I'm waiting. Jamyoung's waiting. He's rearing to go. Here we go. It's coming in. Attacker on the site. It's actually big picks there in Diggity for ViCi Gaming. Attacker trying to hold on for the rotation. The double jump up above the one-way, and that's the round. ViCi, a flurry of kills, puts them on match point.
Here's the issue. TYLOO just losing composure when they really need to keep it together. And the ViCi, they just need one more map after this. What an upset that would be.
Now look into the team comps for TYLOO. Should have bought armor, man. Just really should have bought armor.
He's still tilted from that one round.
Getting flashed now. Oh, Kaze. He's getting aggressive.
He's 1 kill away from 30. And he wants it so bad. What?
You can't do that to him. It's a 1-for-1. Orman picks up his father's sword. Grabs that AWP. Tries to spam the wall. Doesn't get anything for it though, but...
What did we just miss?
I'm sure we'll have a replay of it.
Oh, I bloody hope so.
To be honest, I don't even think that that's the first TYLOO player that's done that in the last little while. I'm pretty sure I saw somebody do that, like, not that long ago.
It was two during the games over the last couple of days, there was at least 2 other jumping kills, which TYLOO never should have gotten.
Well, ViCi sizing up this A site to smoke onto Moto's side. Zoking's trying to thread the needle, trying to wrap through jungle, but punished for it by Danking. Now the counter flash into Dig. Orman goes down towards B as well, and ViCi, a very awkward and disjointed round. They're just getting shut down in every aim duel, Mac.
And that's if they get a chance to even have an aim duel. It's Attacker just shredding them to bits. 2 for him. 1 for somebody slowly, and Danking and TYLOO now 1 round away from that double OT, which really is their saving grace now. And here we go. What we've all been waiting for. No way. Get out!
Against the Orpha of all people.
Oh.
But it's not even just that. Like, I love the fact that he even counter-strafes. Like, I know you, I know you counter-strafe there anyway to throw off the players, and you don't want to be jumping across like a bit of a knob, you know?
But how accurate that shot was.
Yep, he's done it. It's like when people were doing that with the Deagle when they broke it. Either way, we'll have to pick up that topic another time. It's just a push straight up jungle. Danking, he's not even ready for it. He's got so many T's on his screen. The double pit setup has to succeed here for TYLOO, or that's the game.
Well, staying alive for now, giving up sight. They should be able to set up a retake, but Attacker is putting a stop to this summer as well. They're doing God's work right now. Zoking needs to find this one, but somebody comes in to find it. Bomb's going down. Kaze able to drop another. That's going to be 31 kills already.
It's the pit players left alive. They've seen the whole execute come and go, and now Attacker's got a 1v2 from the small pit.
Not like this, and Kaze goes down. Jamyoung, his position's known. 1 bullet away from death, flashes himself back in. But here's the patience. Attacker still in the same position, and Jamyoung wins it. ViCi find themselves a second map in the grand final. They are 1 away from causing the 3-1 upset. Ridiculousness, scenes here, I don't even know. Let's break this one down with Jordan shortly. See you soon.